What's up, all in media squad? It's your boy Cookie back at you with another one. I'd like you guys to please like, comment, and share the video. If you're new, please subscribe. The OBLOCK Gleesh has hit the internet, and it wasn't in a good light, if you will, because there's been someone else on the internet, and she goes by Blackgate Nino, and she has been exposing allegedly OBLOCK Gleesh for snitching on the OBLOCK 5 that were involved in the FBG shooting case. And she was saying that Gleesh was picked up when the feds came and basically was just talking to them and giving info about the case, and this was at like 4 in the morning in Parkway, and then quietly went back inside and without anyone ever noticing. She's saying some pretty steep allegations here, if you will, and I'm not sure if they're all true. I think this is just a scorned woman, and for some reason she's trying to say that Gleesh told on the OBLOCK 5. I really think she's trying to get Gleesh killed, to be honest with you. Everybody in that OBLOCK 5 case has snitched on themselves, if you will, all with the exception of Kenny Mack and C Murda. So if you guys have found anything on them dissing fbgduck or self-snitching about the case, please let me know. But in one way, shape, or form, every person in that case has snitched on themselves, saying that they were there either shooting duck or just there on scene, and they all did it on social media or their music. They were definitely telling on themselves that they were the ones involved with fbgduck shooting. Now, in my opinion, I would go by someone telling you this shit in their music, because nowadays you gotta tell the truth if you want to be a drill rapper, because if you don't, it will be exposed really quickly. I would believe that over a scorned woman, because scorned women, or anybody scorned, it doesn't even have to be a woman, it could be a male. Anyone scorned can say things that will damage the said person's character, if you will. A scorned person will make the person that they're having trouble with, they will make their character look so bad to everyone else that they no longer have anyone else in their circle. And I believe that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to damage Gleesh's character. Now, if I were going to take a stab at who the snitch is in this case, I would have to say that it is Carlos Offord, aka Los Mona. Because if you guys remember, at least a year ago, we heard the leaked audio of Los Mona's bond hearing, and he agreed with everything that the prosecution was saying. The prosecution said that he dropped his car off at the dealership an hour after the murder, and might I add, the dealership was calling Los Mona for their car because he lied on the application. So they do the hit allegedly, and then he brings the car back, which he should never have done in the first place. You know, if I rented a car for a hit, I would definitely call and say that it was stolen and have it burned somewhere. I would not bring it in and then just tell him, oh, I just forgot to fill out a police statement saying that it was stolen. He agreed with everything. Who else agreed with everything in a case is Gunna. This is the same thing. Gunna agreed with the prosecution, and everyone's calling him a snitch. And in this case here, Los Mona agreeing with the prosecution just like Gunna did, but we don't hear the same allegations of snitching to Los Mona. But I will be the person to say that I believe Los Mona is more of a snitch than Gleesh. I say that just based on the fact that we heard Los Mona say that he agrees with the prosecution in his leaked audio for his bond hearing, versus some woman that's scorned for some reason and has an issue with him. You know, why out of anybody in the world would this woman, Blackgate Nino, who is also OBLOCK Freaky's girlfriend, might I add, because in the beginning of this, everyone thought OBLOCK Freaky was the one coming out and saying this shit against Gleesh, but in reality, it's Blackgate Nino. You know, why does she know this info if it is true? Why would Gleesh tell her out of anybody? Which then brings me to my next point. Mona Duke was online not too long ago, and he was saying that he was so hurt when he found out that someone close to him had their name in paperwork indicating the OBLOCK 5 in the fbgduck case. Now, who could he be talking about? In my opinion, I really don't think it's Gleesh. Gleesh only popped up really when King Von blew up. And from what I've gathered, Gleesh was just the person that had the spot for everyone to go to, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't think that he would be hurt over someone like that. I'd believe that it was Los Mona, just based on the fact that we know that he agreed with the prosecution when they said that it was his car. He brought it to the dealership an hour later, and then he lies about his employment history and how he gets his money, and he just fucked his whole self in this whole case, if you ask me. But yeah, in the fbgduck case, self-snitching is definitely at an all-time high. I would believe that these alleged shooters snitch on themselves over being told on by Gleesh. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. One thing I do know for a fact though is that OBLOCK is falling apart. Ever since King Von passed away in Atlanta, that glue that OBLOCK had fell with King Von. Because not too long after King Von's passing, long live V-Roy, A-Roy was killed in OBLOCK allegedly by Monamond, fellow OBLOCkian. And after A-Roy passed, OBLOCK was definitely divided even more than it already was. Because now you have OBLOCK fighting with OBLOCK. It's no longer OBLOCK the squad. It's more cliquey now, if you will. And throughout all this inner tension and beefing within OBLOCK, a lot more is being exposed now for the things that have happened in the past. And a person that is doing that goes by the name Big P. Big P was A-Roy's brother. And when A-Roy got shot and killed in OBLOCK by his fellow OBLOCkians, that set him off. And now allegedly he has cut ties with the whole Get Back gang, allegedly, well, most of them, and is now on a rampage to avenge his brother's death. But by doing this, he is exposing a lot of things that us on the outside looking in would never have known. Or not, I'm not going to say we never would have known. It just would have taken us longer to figure it out. But Big P definitely sheds light on a lot of things, if you will. People say that he's just high, drunk, or just off one and crazy. But I believe that when people get drunk and high and such, and they quote unquote slip up, that's the truth coming out of them. And a lot of times when the truth comes out, people do not want to hear it. So we're going to close this one with Big P shedding some light on the fbgduck case. Think about it. Is Big P talking crazy, or is he speaking facts? And as always, it's your boy Cookie with All In Media. It's all in or nothing. How?
Check my name is on the paperwork? Hell no. Stop talking to me, bro. Better go check top name, Tyrese Davis. Bitch, he telling on C Murder. Go find that out. Find out why Whopping D-Lo, Mon and D-Lo telling on Moo. What the fuck going on while I was in jail when the motherfuckers killed Duck? The fuck?